They're not going to do shit. At the end of the day, they can't do shit.
If he thinks we can't do something, you're going to look at this judge and think I can't do something, young man, you're going to learn a...
We're in Judge Simpson's courtroom, and this one's crazy. This guy cut off his tether and still had the nerve to ask for bond again. Like, what was he thinking? Bonus points for bravery. That's not bold, that's straight up delusional. Cutting your tether is basically yelling, I don't respect the court. Let's see how badly this one blows up.
Calls the case of the people versus Marquisi Hankey.
Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Attorney Kevin Masson, P7.
All right, it's your motion.
There's probably a motion that was made to previous PCC hearing. My client's bond vote from privileges from the jail suspended due to allegations that he cut off his tether and contacted the complainant. Following that particular bond hearing, my client not contacted the complainant with period from the jail. Also instructed my client that if allowed to be back on bond, we would ask the court to hopefully just reinstate his original bond. Tether, I would know judge that he has no prior criminal, well, no prior adult felony conviction whatsoever. Following the submission of my motion, I did read the people's response, which I guess there's been allegations that my client had contacted the complainant subsequently. Now, I just found out today some transcripts. Obviously, people address this. Some of the language that was used during conversations, I don't have phone conversations myself, but I will admit, Judge, that it seems that my client had contacted the complainant even after his bond. And so I say this, Judge, and again, I know it seems like my client is kind of throwing up his middle finger to the court.
Oh, yeah. He is.
But Judge, I just would state that this young man, I think he understands now that the court orders are serious, that the court orders him to do something, it means it. So Judge, I'm just asking, I guess, for some leniency to trust that Mr. Hankey will comply. He had a $75,000 cashier bond that he was able to post to a bondsman. The only thing I can ensure that if the court were to give him a second chance, he would not violate his bond, even if the bond is a house arrest with strict conditions. So Judge, I am asking the court to reinstate his bond, and if the court is unwilling to do so, I would at least ask that his phone privileges be allowed back on to at least contact family. Does he's never had any contact with his family, his children? He hasn't been able to contact his dad, caretaker for. And so at the very least, the restriction on his phone privileges to contact family.
All right. Well, before I hear from the people, counsel, let me just say, you came in here the first time, and well, let me start with this. Where's our tether?
From my understanding, Judge, I thought community corrections still had it. I thought they had become.
He cut the tether off. We haven't seen it.
Okay.
And I know you made the representation to the court, but I know you wouldn't have personally known that. I'm sure that came from your client or something along those lines. We don't have the tether back.
Okay.
Then, and I get you're making the representation saying your client's going to follow what the court says, but I don't know if anything can be as shocking as walking into a court free. Your bond gets revoked. You get put in jail because of something that you've done, and then you still go about violating the court's order.
Even his lawyer said it. Yeah, it looks like my client's flipping off the court. No kidding. Judge Simpson's sarcasm said it all. Cutting your tether isn't smart, it's self-sabotage. You break the bond, you break the trust. And this guy's asking for it back like it's store credit? Unreal.
I'll be honest with you, counsel. I mean, I get what you're saying. I would I don't have a problem giving people chances. I just don't know that this is the one to give a chance to. Because he just hasn't done anything the court's asked him to do. Ms. Senda.
Your Honor, I will rely mostly on emotion. However, in listening to his jail calls, he has 45 total calls to one number after his privileges were revoked with different pins he's using. Then to the other number, we have 23 calls that were completed since his privileges were revoked with different pins. And in one of these calls, as recently as Monday, there were a few memorable quotes that I heard in the calls, such as, "There's not shit in this world that's going to stop me from talking to you, man. Nothing in this world's stopping me from you. I don't give a fuck what nobody says about none of that. I'm going to be calling until my court date. They're not going to do shit. At the end of the day, they can't do shit. I'm going to talk to you till I can't talk to you no more. I'll be home. I'm not worried, man. I know I told you this is about to be my last call, but I'm not stopping shit. I'm not stopping nothing." And then, why stop now if they already know? So I have extreme concerns that he cannot follow court orders, considering he cut off his tether, continued flagrantly calling the victim with other pins, both numbers, acknowledging in some of the calls that he should not be contacting her, and continue to contact her. He just cannot abide by any of the court orders that are set before him. So I have great concerns, and especially given the violent nature of this case as well.
Anything else, counsel? I mean, counsel, does your client want me to just request to the jail that they put him in solitary so that he has no contact with anyone, can't use their PIN number? If he thinks we can't do something, and if particularly you're going to look at this judge and think I can't do something, young man, you're going to learn a big lesson.
So Judge, I definitely don't want that. My client.
Well, he needs to, and I don't mean to interrupt you, counsel, but he needs to understand. You can say all that stuff. You are not that big, not that bad. Now, if you want to play with me, this is the kids say, mess around and find out. I guess that's not the quote, but yeah, it's close, but I did pretty good. I said it okay. Right now? All right.
So just, if I may, just briefly, my client would like to.
Go ahead.
I want to apologize. I don't think I'm being bad at all. It's very about my child. I can't say that I'm not in here for nothing. You obviously think I am. Yeah. I just want to apologize. Like I said, I'm not being bad. I don't want to be here at all. I really don't. Truly. So, again, please show mercy. Please. That's all that matters.
I have no problem showing mercy to those that deserve it and have earned it. You have not. Motion for bond reduction or any change is denied. His bond will continue as revoked.
Thank you, Judge. And for the record, this is also, from my understanding, the PCC.
Yes, sir.
Move forward with a,
Is all discovery complete?
and I would ask if possible, but if possible.
People have their witnesses available on the first.
We'll do our best, Your Honor.
Preliminary examination in person will be set April 1st, 2025, 9 a.m. in person before Judge Perry.
And Your Honor, I did want to make it clear where I did contact the jail yesterday, and they have blocked both of victims' new numbers and old numbers, so there should not be any more
calls coming through. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm with Judge Simpson. This guy's done. He won't stop contacting her, even bragging about it. That's not guts. That's dangerous. His apology. Totally fake. Judge Simpson doesn't play games. Mess around and find out. Jail time's the only wake-up call he's getting. Justice unfolded.